Apologize. Please bear with us. Today's February, today's not February. Today's March 2nd, 2026, 6:10 p.m. I'll say the prayer, and Commissioner Franks, for you to lead us in the community. Pledge of allegiance. Thank you. Lord, I love you, and I thank you for the opportunity, and I think I speak for everyone up here. I thank you for the opportunity to serve my county that I love. Lord, we ask you to give us the wisdom to make the decisions tonight, and the decisions we make are, I hope, is pleasing to you. Lord, I ask you to look over the men and women in uniform. Be with them, Lord, as they overseas. And I pray for the citizens of Iran. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Our chairman is out sick. I should have included him in our prayers. But hope Kevin gets well soon and gets back. The first order of business is adoption of the agenda. Do I have a motion
So moved.
in a second? Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks.
Yes.
I'm sure it would. The approval of the minutes for February 2nd, 26. I have a motion to approve the minutes. Sorry.
Now, he makes the motion, I second it.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Presentations and announcements, Cameron Mattingly.
Hey, Cameron Madeline's fixing to speak,
Okay.
so hold on just a second, I'm fixing to put you on speaker.
Um,
Do what?
Mr. Mattingly, just as our protocol, we have a decorum,
Do you
and
want to hear citizens'
it doesn't
concern?
pertain to you, but I
Do you
I
want to
need
hear
to read
citizens'
it anyway.
concern?
Yes, sir.
The chair shall enforce the rules of decorum. The purpose of the meeting, the Board of Commissioners conduct county's business. Meetings shall be conducted in an orderly and respectful fashion. They are not a forum to belittle, ridicule, or embarrass county commissioners or other county officials, county employees, or others. Members of the public may speak for 5 minutes and may only speak on the subject they're listed to speak on. Members of the public are expected to comply with the rules of decorum. Individuals violating any rules of the board may be ruled out of order by the chair or a point of order made by a commissioner. The majority vote of the board shall rule on the point out of order, and then the individual violating the rules of decorum may be removed from the meeting at discretion of the chair. I apologize for that,
No problem.
but you have the floor.
All right. I'm here representing Anchored in Wellness. It's our local family business. My wife started it, Shauna Mattingly, 20 years ago here in Jessup. I've got some things I'll hand out to you in just a second, but just in case you're not familiar with Anchored, we're a clinical mental health facility here in Wayne County. In 2019, we opened a nonprofit division of the office. So there's a billable side of the office that does behavioral health, that's a mental health, counseling, substance abuse counseling for billable services. And then there's a nonprofit side of the house that helps with the uninsured, the underinsured, extreme poverty, homeless transition work, and today specifically we'll be talking about substance abuse work and the stewardship of the opioid settlement dollars.
Cameron,
Yes, sir.
I want to make sure this is that they can hear you on YouTube. If you don't mind, look up under your blue folder and is that
It
button
is.
green?
It's
Okay,
green.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I want to make sure everybody can hear it.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So today, tonight, we're going to talk about the nonprofit side of Anchored, not the for-profit billable side. Give these to y'all.
Thank you.
Sir, just want to do a spell check. There you are. Mr. Thompson, grab you one. Thank you, sir. Everybody be good students, now go ahead. Everybody flip to the back. All right, so what you'll see here, we'll start with some impact reporting. This is reporting on the opioid settlement dollars. State of Georgia was beneficiary of a federal lawsuit with multiple pharmaceutical companies. The state was allocated funds through that lawsuit, and then the state sent allocations down to the county level. Okay, so what you're going to see first is the impact from the 2025 settlement dollars that Wayne County received, and then we'll see the actual budgeting for stewardship reporting and a forecasted 2026 budget. So in Wayne County, in 2025, Anchorage saw 299 people who were suffering with substance use disorder. That's right at 300 people. 2,180 services were provided. We'll get to a slide in a minute that kind of shows the diversity of those services and what that looks like. And the reoccurring appointments averaged out at about 15 per patient. So that tells me people wanted the care, they're using the services, they have access to it, and they're continuing to come back. So it's more than one appointment a month. Okay. The next slide will show you some of the diversity of care. Now, if you look across the top of that sheet, there's some bar charts. I'd ask you to focus on the one that says 382, the one that says 99, and the one that says 61. That says substance abuse and disorder counseling, life skills training, and peer counseling. Those are all very similar services. They're one-on-one counseling sessions that people received. Those are different therapists that provided that care, so that's why they're broken out under different work, but then it's also a different level of care. Some of these individuals were just a couple days sober and were being case managed into long-term treatment. Some of them were out of treatment and now working on life skills and rehabilitation for get their lives back in order and maintain long-term sobriety. So that some of that, why you see it broken out. The 147 services is going to be a lot of youth prevention inside of that. You're going to see youth rally. There's also some awareness events that were in that, like Shine the Light, and events at the high school that we participated in and the Anchor Junior Board participated in. Commissioner Gordon, I remember when we were here a couple years ago, one of the things that you charged us with was prevention, and we focused on that, and we started that work in the high school, trying to reach a generation before introduction. It's been widely successful, so I appreciate the call to action.
Good.
One other thing that I would call out is anger management classes. That's going to be a meld of inpatient, one-on-one, or groups. So individual anger management or group anger management. And then the other bar chart, there's 106 services. That's in the Shane's Crib facility. So we have counselors that are going into Ms. Cheryl Mainer's treatment facility weekly to lead classes, provide one-on-one counseling, and help the women and now men's facility as they're pursuing sobriety. We'll get over to the budget. This won't just be about numbers. You'll hear a little storytelling inside of this too. I'm sorry. I told Paul to be real careful to manage my passion. But you'll see that the beginning of this year, we started with an operating budget of $286,000. In 2025, there were 4 deposits made from the settlement fund. One was $94,000, $17,000, $72,000, and another one for $7,000. Administrative costs, marketing, youth prevention, and grants to the community. I don't know that there'll be any questions on any of that, but what I will build on the grant to the community real quick, since we're the beneficiary of the full fund. We found a gap with another provider here that needed some of these funds to help get started. That was Cheryl Maynard's men's facility. Those dollars went to work to help her scholarship some men, cover some additional operating costs until that inpatient model of profit begins to happen for her sustainability. She needed it to launch. We granted her that money. There's also some reporting tied to it that will report back to us, and so it's a 12-month grant. And when that reporting comes in, I'll steward it back to you all that it was fulfilled and what was produced from it. Underneath payroll, you'll see we've got two, Counselor A, Counselor B are full-time Wayne County counselors. Counselor C is a shared resource between Wayne County, and for 2025, that individual led a lot of work here in the community but was funded through another grant that came from the CDC Foundation. Clinical supervision is a licensed clinical social worker that's providing clinical care, supervision, and quality of treatment. We've got a director fee, and then a social media expense. Social media, if you ever tried to manage it, it's a paid position. And this is a shared resource between the clinical side of the house and the nonprofit side of the house. So this is a shared cost, but only the nonprofit side of the house is represented here. And that is a talented group that helps run that for us, that helps drive awareness for free services. And I should say that all this impact reporting that we just looked at, every bit of it was free. Okay, so those 300 people, those 2,100 services, it was all free. And this individual helps us communicate that out through social media. Now, intensive outpatient services and case management, this is where a little storytelling is going to happen. But client A, you'll see there was an investment of $3,500. This individual was in a tent in Wayne County and highly addicted and had been for about 10 years. We did not go into the woods looking for him. He came to us asking for help. He was 2 days sober and wanted to do his best to get clean. He's now almost 2 years sober, doing great, has his child, has been working hard, paying his own bills, and fully transitioned.
Right.
$3,500 investment.
Nice.
Client B, another $3,500 investment. That gentleman was homeless here in Wayne County for almost 10 years. Again, we didn't go looking for him. He came to us looking for help. He'd been drinking for a really long time. He died just about a month and a half ago. But the last 6 months of his life, he had some real good dignity. He had a roof over his head for almost a year. He had a community of people that were loving on him. These funds did not sustain him for that year. There were individuals that came alongside him and helped him. We had a volunteer and his wife that loved that man like family. They spent a lot of time with him, case managing him. And yeah, he died with dignity. And the last 6 months were probably some of his best. Client E, you'll see a significant investment there of $4,700. This person worked real hard to get sober. She went through some real hard stuff and a lot of trauma to get there. It started with needing help with a light bill. Then it was the rent was due. The car broke down. There was one thing after another that when someone is seeking long-term sobriety and they don't have any support around them, they don't take but one tough break. Lose their job, lose their house, next thing you know, they're in this cycle. Poverty's real. And that $4,700 investment, this woman is now standing on her own feet, very confident, has a great job that she loves, and is now a thriving member of our community. I won't storytell about the others that are listed here, but I'll tell you those other investments that you see from $400 to $300 are hotel stays while our case managers do an assessment to understand what does this person need, but we know they don't need to go back to where we just got them from. or a minor car repair that helps somebody continue to hold down their job. And through our case managers, they'll come to us and say, hey, we got to help them. They're doing great. They just need some help. Kind of like family would do. But most of these folks don't have family. They burned all those bridges. So we ended the year. You'll see where that ended. And the next page is our forecast, our forecasted budget for 2026. It looks a lot like our actual spends in 2025, other than we are hiring some more talent. I'm gonna bring on one more full-time substance abuse counselor. We've got 2 counselors right now that are working real hard, and they need some help. So I'm gonna bring on some more talent. And then we also hired a certified Maxwell coach in the clinical side of the practice. He specializes in business coaching, ministry growth. John Maxwell's programs are a lot about leadership, and he's going to start going in to Cheryl's women's facility and men's facility and teaching a couple classes at each facility. He's getting certified right now in John Maxwell's financial program. He's also going to start teaching financial literacy to the Shane's Crib participants and possibly another men's facility that's here local. I'll pause there on this budget unless there's any questions. I will communicate this just to kind of celebrate the work. You all empowered Anchor to be able to go off and do this work. We've been working hard. There was some software developed to track this reporting. The lady that stood it up for us is in the room, Susan. Thank you very much. But because of that reporting, we've been able to pursue other grants as well. And Wayne County was just awarded a CDC Foundation grant for $250,000 that's going to save the county some money. It's fruit of this, is what I would say. This project and this long-term settlement funds that are coming into Wayne County, to me, I call it a fruit tree. And now this CDC Foundation grant is going to be fruit. It's going to support our police department, our sheriff's department, EMS, the hospital, and it's all around overdose prevention. Right now, the data shows through those agencies that we've been able to compile that Wayne County has 14 overdoses a week. Wow. That's a deputy, sheriff, police department, ER nurse, someone in an ambulance is administering Narcan and saving 14 lives a week in Wayne County. And this grant's going to provide support to them. One, they're going to get all the materials they need, Narcan, fentanyl test strips, things to keep them safe. But then we're also going to give them one-on-one counseling for free. Trauma's real. Trauma does not expire. Trauma sits there and waits for you to deal with it. And we're going to support these first responders so they can have sustainable careers. We're also going to do some training for them around Narcan use, how to use it. Some of the new hires will get onboarded in that training. And then there's another training that we're going to do around compassion fatigue. And I won't get into detail on that, but everybody that I've talked to from the first responders have all said is needed. We need to do it. At the hospital, we're going to work closely with Joe and his ER staff. If an overdose shows up in the hospital, we're going to get dispatched just like Bone and Joint would if there was a broken hip. And we're going to begin to work with the person to try to get them long-term care. They literally just had their life saved. It's the right time to run an intervention, so we'll do that with them. There's also going to be some awareness done through that grant that allows any opioids that get prescribed at the hospital or addictive forming medication that's prescribed from the hospital. They're ramping up their discharge awareness that discharge nurses will communicate to the patient. We're going to help them develop that. And Bone and Joint's also joining in and being a part of that through their surgery center. So I'll pause there for any questions.
I'm sure you have a lot of stories you could tell, and it's a worthwhile project. Very, it kind of touches your heart when somebody comes to you that is on drugs, they won't help, and down the road they're self-dependent. I like to hear that.
It's very rewarding.
Yeah.
And anybody on this panel, I want to respect everybody's time. I told Paul I'd manage my passion, so I'm going to. But if you want to know more about the work, all you got to do is give me a call. I'll join you for coffee and we'll talk. Or you can join, Paul and I meet quarterly, just so he's aware of what we're doing from a stewardship perspective and accountability for me, but then also some community planning. So I'm pursuing a grant to support first responders. He needs to know that from a budgeting standpoint so he can put his eggs in a different basket if need be. So thank y'all for your time.
Well,
Thank you.
Cameron, I just want to say this, you know, when we first talked about this, when this opioid money was coming out and coming down to us, you know, I think I told you, and I know good and well I told the commissioners that it seemed like a normal federal/state government program to where they were giving us this money and it didn't fit anywhere in our wheelhouse. There was, you know, they said, you got to use it for this, but for us to do it, we would have had to stand up entire departments, which would have cost the taxpayers a lot more money. And just the fact that you and I had a casual conversation and got to talking about it, I knew just because of you and Shauna that it would be successful, but I mean, like where I see it at now is just unbelievable. I mean, what y'all have done with it, I mean, that's amazing. I mean, and I never even anticipated what you've done is to be able to show these numbers that'll provide more, like with the CDC grant and stuff. I mean, because you know, they want to look at a successful program that's already going.
That's right.
You know, and the fact that you've been able to take this opioid money and put that successful program in place so that they could see it, I mean, that's just, I can't thank y'all enough. I mean,
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
We look forward to continuing to be a partner.
yeah, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Next item.
Let me get Kevin on the phone real quick, please.
Okay.
All right, we're getting to citizens' concerns. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
The next item up is concerned citizens. We hear from Trey Davis. This is about closure of Hazel Lane.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, we do. All right.
That's right. Thanks, sir.
So my name's Trey Davis, and I'm here to represent the landowners who own land on both sides of Hazel Lane. That is the road that we would like to close. The primary reason that we would like this road closed is, if you'll see, it's a straight shot off of Broadhurst, and so traffic hits that road. I believe they speed up, honestly, before they hit the dirt road. And so they're running 60 miles an hour when they hit that road, and it causes dust everywhere. Log trucks use it, even though that there's no through truck signs on both ends of it. They're still using it, and even at slow rates of speed, you know how much dust they kick up. And when they make that turn, I live directly across Manningtown Road from it. They come down in the ditch. While that's county property, I'm the one mowing it and tearing my mower up on all them ruts that they have. So that's the main reasons that we have wanting to close that road. If you stay on Broadhurst and going around to the paved part of Manningtown and come back, that's a half a mile. Well, Hazel Lane is 2/10 of a mile long. So we're only asking people to go 3/10 of a mile further and save their vehicle from tearing it up on a dirt road. We contacted Mr. Tim Hopkins, he's the county commissioner for our area, and he said that he was in favor of considering this, and that y'all would probably have 3 questions, or some questions for us. He gave us 3, one being the culverts on both ends, what would we like to do with them? And on the Broadhurst Road end, that one we would like to get dug up if we could. And there's an old ramp there that we would like at least to get it back usable so that they can reach their property on the Thornton Thompson side of that. On the Manningtown Road end, that's whatever the county wants to do. We're good with whatever on that. The power line is another thing that he said. It actually runs in the field on Carolyn Coughlin's side. And so they could get access through that field, or if y'all will fix that ramp on that end, we will maintain a road for them to be able to ride that power line right there. We'll keep it mowed and keep it up ourselves. And the other one that he said was, as far as the land goes, what would you want to do with the dirt road itself? And just split it down the middle would be the easiest thing to do. Make most sense. Any other questions about it y'all have?
Mr. Chairman, do we maintain this road?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do.
So people are given right of way for us to maintain that road?
Yes.
Is there any houses, school buses running out
The
there?
school bus does use that road, but like I say, they can do the same thing. Just go up just a little further and turn back on Manningtown and stay on paved road.
What we have to do in a situation like this, Kyle, is we have to advertise.
Okay.
So I would recommend that we advertise this and see if there's any pushback.
Okay.
If I'm correct, we're gonna have to have a couple of hearings on it, aren't we?
We will have to have a public hearing to close the road,
Yes.
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 Okay.
I just wanna let you know that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
If a log truck's coming out from Manningtown and they have to go around up there to turn, is that wide enough for a truck to turn?
I believe so. Now, I'm not a truck driver, so I can't answer that, but I believe you could do it. And some of them do it. Not all of them use the dirt road.
Yeah.
Some of them will go up there and turn.
I've been out there a bunch of times over the years, but I'm just trying to figure that out, how log trucks, they might have a problem with that turn up there if we close that lane. It'd be interesting to see what other people say about it. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank y'all for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Trent.
I just got one thing to say before we move on. I just told this in there. I keep telling you, our maintenance department does a good job. So they're running 60 miles an hour on that road, they're doing a good job of keeping that. They done a good job.
Is anybody here representing Riker Carter?
Brandon, have you heard from Rocker?
No, ma'am, I have not.
Okay,
I know they wanted to stay on the agenda, but I haven't heard if they're attending or
okay.
not. I can speak to you.
Well, when I spoke to him, he was going to be here. But we'll just have to table that. Clayton Hendricks.
His engineer contacted me. He would not be able to attend, but asked if there was any questions that I could field for him.
Okay.
But, I can ask. You want me to speak on it?
He's here, or
Mr. Clinton?
he is.
Yeah, I wrote him.
Okay.
Uh,
He goes by Sammy. His friends call him Sammy.
Sammy, okay. Sammy. His engineer contacted me, said he had a prior engagement, couldn't attend, so basically what Mr. Sammy's trying to do, he wants assurance, if he follows the county ordinance, that he would be approved to do his RV park. This is out there off of Beaver Creek Road. I believe he's got 12 sites that he's looking to do right now. So he's wanting assurance of that, and he's also wanting assurance that the county wouldn't force him to pave Beaver Creek Road for this RV park. That's really what he's looking for, and I think our stance was, with the number of lots or sites he's looking at doing right now, we would not, but if he chose to expand in the future, we would need to review it again to see if it deemed reasonable for us to force him to pave it or not, because the way our subdivision ordinance is, if it's 5 or fewer, we don't, with no new roads. So I don't know what our metric would be for that, but it might be something we need to look at in the future for stuff like this. But that's really what he's looking for, just two assurances that if he followed the ordinance, he'd be approved, and that we were not going to ask him to pave the road.
Yeah, from the conversation I had with you, that you feel like the road could handle the traffic for what he wants to do.
It can. There are a couple 90-degree turns on that road.
Yeah.
So if they coming and going, somebody would have to stop for the other one to get by pulling the camper out. So that'd be the only, if there was a lot more traffic, that's why I come back to, might need to do some roadway improvements in the future if we expand, but for the number of sites he's got right now, I think it's fine.
Question,
Yes, sir.
is he gonna expect us to maintain the road, or he's gonna maintain it?
Beaver Creek's already a county-maintained road. So,
Can we maintain the road?
yes, sir. He's at the very dead end of Beaver Creek Road, where his RV site would be at.
Beaver Creek, I'm not sure you're familiar with it. Are you? Okay, okay. Good. How far is that road from where it turns to dirt to the campground?
Almost a mile.
Is it a mile? I didn't think it was that far, but,
Pretty good little ways. So it'd be significant cost to pave it for him.
yeah.
Yes.
And
What
I'm-
I'm concerned about is when you add more manufactured homes in there, and those dangerous spots, you probably gonna, the school bus is already running down that road?
There's two houses at the end, I believe.
School bus don't run down that road.
Okay.
His son lives at the end, and there's one other house. I'm not sure who lives there. I think if you ever had to pave that road, I think you'd have a hard time getting easements.
You would. It's the 30-foot right-of-way, I believe is what we said, prescriptive through there. Or it might not be prescriptive, but it's 30 foot through there, and you'd have to go through a bunch of property owners to get it.
Yeah,
And it's not gonna be 12 spots, it's not gonna be real congested, I mean, it's
Right.
gonna be every day, you know.
It's the 30-foot right-of-way, I believe is what we said, prescriptive through there. Might not be prescriptive, but it's 30 foot through there.
Sorry.
can't even watch the TV.
But yeah, it's, like I said, that last corner before you get this property is the only spot I'm talking about with a 90-degree turn.
We're getting feedback from Kevin's phone, I think. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rick.
Sorry, but yeah, right before you get to his property, there's a 90-degree turn. That'd be the only spot where potential congestion, I think, would have to stop for one another, but other than that, it should be fine.
That's about the same problem I had over there on, what's that, B. Baker Lane?
Yes,
I got a 90-degree turn.
Yeah, two of them.
Yeah.
I just muted it.
Okay, thank you, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Madam Clerk, I don't see, consider approve on this particular one.
No, because I
Do we
think
have-
he was just kind of, we put it on the agenda,
I think just an assurance that
Assurance.
obviously if he follows the ordinance,
Yeah.
that it would be like
Yeah.
anybody else that would come forward to y'all, they meet the ordinance and y'all do the approval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Sammy's trying to do, and I went out there last week and looked at the site. He's got some property there that is kind of behind his son's house, it's on the bluff. And he's got room for 12 sites. Excuse me, but before he went any further than he already has, and he's put down water, he's got power to it, but it's not turned on yet. He wanted to put some concrete pads out in front of each one of the RV sites, and doing some landscaping. But before he went any further, he's trying to get some kind of assurance that we're not going to hold him to paving a mile of Beaver Creek Road. And we don't have it here to vote on, but we have a general consensus that,
I mean, I'm gonna hold anything, whatever our ordinance says, that's what we're gonna hold it to.
And he's still got to come back before us for the actual site plan and all.
yeah,
We'll have a vote at that time, but we
Yeah.
want insurance before we spend money on it.
Right.
With the engineer.
yeah. Yeah, and he's come a long way on the ordinance, but he did stop when Brandon said something about paving, and, rightfully so. But looking for some kind of general census that,
I started with this thing, I think I told you that I went to the health inspector for a septic tank permit,
uh,
and I told him exactly what I was doing. He gave me the permits, he gave me the state, guidelines for a RV park. And that's all, I didn't know the county had ordinance, I would've done that first.
yeah. And he called me once he put the septic tanks down, he found out there was a county ordinance, and I got him in touch with Kyle and I think that started him off. But again, before he goes any further, are we gonna hold him to paving that road or not?
That's about $1 million to pay the road.
Right, yeah.
Well, I don't have a problem with it at this point. We'll just move forward and should work out in your favor.
What I need is the, building inspector to go ahead, so he can notify the power company, turn the power off, and I can roll forward.
Mr. Thomas? Go ahead, Brad.
That's just gotta come after we review the site plan and all, once it gets into,
Right.
make sure it meets the ordinance.
Well, I don't have an issue with it. Like I say, the engineers have told us that it could handle, that road could handle the traffic with the number of sites you have. I think you're good.
Mike,
Uh-huh.
I think the ordinance just states that they have to pave what comes off of the road from the county maintained road or from the paved road. And he would not have to pave that whole road going to it. I think that's what the ordinance says. Isn't that right, Andy?
Not for an RV park. For an RV park, it's different. He doesn't have to pave the roads on the interior. This was just a concern by the engineers that if it grew beyond the lots that he has planned to something major, that it would create, if it created an issue on the county maintained road. There is a clause in our subdivision ordinance that states that they may have to improve the county road, but this isn't what Mr. Sammy's trying to do. He's basically just presenting 12 lots. It would fall up under the RV ordinance, and that would kind of be it.
Okay.
The RV park, in the RV park ordinance, it refers to subdivision ordinance,
Yes.
which that's where it kind of gets.
Muddy.
Yeah. And I think we've got that on the agenda for the meeting coming up here. Okay, has anybody got anything else? No? Okay, Sammy, we will put that on the agenda once you've done and completed everything for the ordinance. And, I don't know when that'll be, but you'll have to come back to us and to present the mappings or
Site plan.
site plan.
I thought he'd already done that. I wasn't sure.
No,
Okay.
sir, not yet. He had a sketch, that was about it.
All right. Moving along, public hearings, we have none. Old business, we have none. New business, on the partial, excuse me, this is Lemig. Brandon, can I lean on you for this?
So this is, the first one's gonna be a change order number 2 for the 25 LMIG.
Yeah.
We had a surplus of funds, when we redid when we fixed Rainier Road, of about $104,000, I believe. So we were, contacted GDOT, told them about the overrun, or underrun, and asked if we could add it to our 25 LMIG. They said yes. So we contacted Georgia Asphalt Producers and, asked if we could pave Tire Road, which, that's the road everybody was bypassing the blown out culvert on. So we're gonna pave, I think it's right at a mile portion of that with the funds. Or resurface it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not talking about, yeah.
It's just Tire Road, it's basically from Rainier, just beyond,
Yes.
thank you, sir.
So you're just repurposing the $104,965?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Southern Concrete, when they did the work, they did such a good job, they were gonna, instead of giving the money back, they said we could use it elsewhere.
Okay.
Or GDOT said we could use it elsewhere.
Okay. I need a motion to,
Mr. Chairman, I so move.
And I'll second it.
have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary.
Yes.
I'll come back to you in a minute, Brandon. Just consider approved bid for partial 98-67 at 311 Oak Ridge Road. And we have a handout here for the high bid was Chris and Cynthia Griffiths for $12,222. It's in your handout.
It was in your location when you
okay.
got here, yes. Because
Yeah,
we
I see
opened
it.
the bids today at 2:30.
I got it.
So do I have a motion to approve the high bid of $12,222?
Yes, I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary.
Yes.
Second parcel is J1-39 at 215 Lindsay Street. Minimum bid was $4,000. We have a bid for $8,000 from Burley Ray III. Do I have a motion to accept that bid?
I make a motion we accept that bid.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
Okay, EMS Director, Interim Director, Bill Young. Let's skip D. I'm sorry. For the MIG, I'm sorry, Brandon, you're up.
This is for the 2026 LMIG. We bid it out on February 11th. We received 3 bids. The low bidder was the Scruggs Company with a base bid of $1,305,000. I'd like to approve their bid price, but I'd like to raise it up to meet our minimum that we have to meet with our county match. And that's going to add additional $48,000 to it, so it'll be $1,353,593.01, and the additional funds will go to extend one of the other roads we have on the list.
Does that include the 10%?
Yes, sir. That 48,000 brings us up to the 10% match.
Okay.
It was just they really wanted this one.
Okay. I have a motion to approve the MIG project.
So move.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Have a motion and second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks.
Yes.
Now at Interim Director Mel Young. Consider approved bid for installation of 7 windows in the EMS sleeping quarters.
Commission, I'm sorry, Mel. The clerk just reminded me, I probably should introduce Mel. As you know, on the email that I sent out, I think a week or two ago, Mel is serving as our interim director of EMS. This is Mel Young.
First of all, I want to thank you and appreciate the opportunity to do this. It's very humbling, and nervous. But I do appreciate the opportunity to perform these duties. I'm going to do my best to uphold the standards of Wayne County EMS. I'm a 30-year veteran EMS. I was director for 2 private services about 20 years ago, but I enjoyed the 911 aspect of it, so I went back to it. I love Wayne County and been here, and this is where I want to retire from.
Good.
Any other questions or anything?
Well, so Director Young is presenting to y'all that, if y'all remember during the budget session last year, during 2025, we had run across an issue with the ambulance service building itself. In order to bring it up to fire code, we had one of 2 options. Basically, to create an egress for the individual living quarters, or either sprinkle the entire building. And it was a lot less expensive if we just created an egress. And so what this bid y'all are looking at is basically the windows in the individual rooms that'll be large enough and then with fire code, basically, so that we can provide an egress for them.
This is where it's to meet the minimum standards
Yeah.
of the state fire code.
Now, as you can see in your book, we have a local bid, being the low bid, $13,750. Do I have a motion to accept
You wanna
that
speak on
bid?
that now?
Yes, sir, you do. I remember that, yeah, so, yeah. I make a motion to do that.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McCreary,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Is that all we have? Sir, welcome.
Thank you.
I want to tell you, you have a twin brother, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay. I've been told that a lot, and they say I look like Stone Cold Steve Austin, too. Dave?
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel.
EMA Director Donnie Ray.
Yes, Mr. Ray's not going to be here this evening. His dad is in the hospital in Savannah, and so he had to go there this afternoon, so that's where he's going to be at. But this is, once again, this is something that we had placed in the budget last year for the 2026 budget coming out of general funds. And if you remember the conversation we had back then, is that the current four-wheel drive vehicle that the EMA director drives is a 4-cylinder, and he has to pull a lot of, he's got a command cylinder trailer, and then, if he has to come get a boat, or either the trailer with the side-by-side for search and rescue or any of that, we were looking to get a V8 four-wheel drive. And you can see in your book, you've got several bids that he got, and they're all Chevrolet bids, and that's mainly because his plan is, he's currently in a Chevrolet, and he wants to take the equipment out of it in order to save money and just put it in another Chevrolet, basically.
And you also see that the low bid is also a local dealer, $49,708. I have a motion to accept that bid.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary.
Yes.
Road Superintendent Kevin McReady, consider approved quotes for tractor. This tractor has a front-end loader and mower. The low bid is for John Deere, and that's what Kevin is recommending here, $71,388.97, and this will be paid from
General fund.
general funds. It's budgeted item.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, do I have a motion to accept that bid?
Yes, you do. I move.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary.
Yes.
Road superintendent also wants us to consider approved quotes for Ford F-350 crew cab chassis with a flatbed. It reached out to, I think, 5 dealerships. Didn't hear anything back from 3 of them. One of them is only a partial bid. It does not have the bed included. Mr. McReady is recommending that we go with the only bid that was a full bid, and let me get to that page.
Woody Folsom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go to 10G, Mike. You got it?
yep, I got it. Woody Folsom, $55,924. Do I have a motion?
Yes, you do. So moved.
Thank you. Second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCrary,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
Next item is consider approve a resolution amending the 25 budget. In your book, you see that the revenues for the county had exceeded by $2,333,165.73. Well, also, our expenses had decreased by a little over $2 million. To balance the budget, we're recommending that we amend the 25 budget. So do I have a motion for that?
Yeah, I make a motion, we amend the 25 budget.
Thank you.
I second that, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCrary,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks.
Yes.
Next item is consider approved proposal for new county website. And I'm going to turn that over to the county clerk.
You want me to do it, Paul? You can do it.
We didn't have any plans to change the county website, the host of the county website, but basically what happened is they contacted the clerk and stated they were going out of business, and so that we had to make a change by the end of the year. So she reached out and put out a request for bids, and you can see those on the board from Revise, GovStack, Proud City, Civic Plus, and Ford Digital Marketing. And we're recommending we go with the least expensive, which basically covers all the needs that we have, and that would be Revise.
Is that pretty much in line with what we've been paying?
Well, I was fixing to say, I was thinking that she had put it in there. I think it might be just a little bit more. Obviously, your first year, because they've got to develop it, so you always got that, that startup cost. But then after that, in reference to the annual, you got that. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but it's fairly close to it. I was thinking, though, it was a little bit more than what we've been paying, because I think we've been.
We were with eGov.
Yeah, we've been with eGov for some time now.
Okay, do I have a motion to accept the bid for Revise?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner McCrary,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. K is consider approved minimum bid for partial 98-152-1. It's on Lark Road. This piece of property is been owned by the county for some 12 years, I believe. Somebody's reached out to the administrator and is interested in buying it for the owed taxes, which is $1,170.34. Do I have a motion to accept that bid?
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Well, I just want to keep in mind, Mr. Chairman, Vice Chairman, is that, that this is kind of like the two we did last month, and y'all just approved those bids. This is that same thing where y'all are agreeing to bring that forward so we can advertise it and accept bids on it. And that number that the Vice Chairman called out would be, that was the minimum taxes owed, and that's usually what I ask y'all to set as a minimum bid on a piece of property. So,
We have no appointments. Items for
What,
county.
we need a motion.
I'm sorry?
I need
Oh,
to
I'm
vote.
sorry.
well, I think you got a motion in a second.
Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
motion. So,
Yeah.
Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary.
Yes.
We have no appointments. Items with the county administrator.
The first one, Commissioners, is I want to let y'all know that Wayne County has been chosen by the University of Georgia. They have a program called Propel, and it stands for Planning Rural Opportunities for Prosperity and Economic Leadership. They typically choose only 2 communities a year. This is a free service that they offer. You have to apply for it. And the IDA, Miss Candy Harris, Miss Candy Harris had applied for it last year. We didn't get it, but this year they did choose Wayne County. So we're excited about that. It's a 2-year program. And basically what they do, you can kind of see, they do a lot of data analysis on our community in reference to economic and labor market. And they help you, or they will help us kind of decide, what direction we need to go for economic development here in Wayne County. Appling County did it back in 2022, and it spurred them into a big downtown revitalization effort, which done a lot of good for Baxley itself. So this is countywide, and one of the requirements is twice a year a group has to go up to Athens, and so it'll be myself, City Manager Nick Ellis, Dale Keith with the IDA, Ms. Kara Lopez with the City of Jessup, Mark Watson with the Housing Authority, I think Patrick Martin with the City of Jessup, and I'm trying to think who else is on the committee. Anyway, so we've got to go up there. I'll be leaving after the meeting tonight, headed to Athens, and we're going to meet Tuesday and Wednesday, come back, and then what they'll do, and Mr. Franks, kind of like other events, when UGA comes down to help with economic development, they'll come down throughout the year and basically moderate discussions and meeting with stakeholders and stuff to kind of set a direction for our economic development. So we're really excited about that. The next one is, I wanted to talk to y'all about possibly having, I'm sorry, did you want to say anything, Mr. Franks?
I was just going to say, we did something similar to this around the early 2000s, and I thought it was real beneficial because it kind of focused the county in on certain industry, where it best fits Wayne County. And, if we can do that, I think it'll be a real positive thing.
I do too. We're pretty excited about it. I know all the folks at the chamber and the IDA were excited about that. That Wayne County was chosen for this out of, like I said, 2 communities out of 159 here in the state of Georgia. So we're excited about it.
And it's also good timing. We're about to finish up the industrial park out there. Sunset's coming along. When all that stuff gets into place, it's going to be good for us.
Absolutely, absolutely. I wanted to talk to y'all about just something to consider. We've got, as you may or may not know, Timmy Martin, our maintenance shop director, he's retiring in July, and then I think Wiley's retiring in September. Mr. Martin come to me probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he's had an applicant reach out to him, and this gentleman has a lot of military background as a diesel mechanic and just regular general automotive mechanic. He's got a very, very strong resume, and he would like to come work with the county. The issue is we don't have any slots for him. I think it would be, personally, I would like to see us, if y'all would consider putting on a temporary diesel mechanic position, maybe to the end of the year. And then what it would be is he could come on and hopefully be one of the ones that would replace probably Wiley's position for sure, because we will have to look, do a search for a new director. But that's going to be two individuals that that'll be leaving our maintenance shop this year. And I think, to be able to bring somebody in early to go ahead and kind of start learning our system and everything would be beneficial to the maintenance shop itself. So that way we don't have two mechanics just gone and now we're starting to look for somebody and try to replace them. So it's something I wanted y'all to consider. I don't know if...
Diesel mechanic is rare.
Yeah, and he's willing to come work for us at our prices, and that's really rare.
Yeah.
Call him now.
Well, and we would go through our normal policy and procedures as far as advertising for the position, and he would be one of the, the applicants if he decides to. But from everything I've talked to Mr. Martin about, this would be a rare find. It would be rare for somebody to step forward and apply that would have a better background than he does, for sure.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
can we go ahead and vote on that tonight so that we're proactive and get that position started and training before we lose some of our upper management?
I don't have a problem with that.
I would like it.
Yes.
Well, I don't think we need to miss an opportunity to hire this person, if we put it off a month or two, so.
Mr. Chairman, I make that motion.
Thank you. Second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCrary.
Yes.
The last thing I have, Mr. Chairman, is the work session. We've talked about it. I know I've talked about it with Chairman McCrary as well, that, we've got a lot of things just through the normal operating business that we do that's kind of starting to pile up that y'all really need to give some direction on and get a consensus from y'all. So I would really like for y'all to consider possibly having a work session sometime in the month of March. Some of the issues I want to talk about, our fire chief, Jared Huffman, and I have been talking, and I really want him, y'all haven't heard from him in probably, a pretty good while, so I want him to come back to y'all, let y'all, hear where he's at, kind of how things are going, and to ensure that the consensus of the board is for him to continue in the direction he's going. The other things are our land use plan. That's something we really need to start moving on as well. And then our residential waste contract. It's coming up January of 2027, so basically the end of this year, our residential waste contract will be up. That's something we need to go ahead and address now. I've had in the past and even recently companies reaching out and asking, and one of the companies made a pretty good recommendation from the standpoint that the reason they didn't bid 5 years ago now is because there wasn't enough time for them to bring in trucks and actually train drivers. So one of the things that was recommended is that we kind of move early on that process, and that's something I would like to do too. So those are things I would like to talk about in a work session and get y'all's ideas on.
Would you like to set a date for?
Well, I'll leave that up to y'all. I mean, if y'all think you can, or if you just want to think about some days in March or whatever.
Do you have any suggestions about what dates you're available?
Well,
I'm not available the week of the 23rd.
Let's look at it and get with him maybe tomorrow or so.
Okay.
I certainly think it's something we need to try to go ahead and do.
Yeah.
We have a lot of projects going on too, and there's probably some things we need to talk about with those, to help Paul.
Yeah.
And,
That's a very good
Yeah.
point, Mr. Franks. Yes.
yeah.
So we can get back with you, next day or two. And-
Paul will actually be in Athens, so if y'all want to send me those dates.
Yes.
Okay,
And
okay.
Amanda can coordinate it. She has my calendar, so she can look on it and
Very good.
adjust it accordingly.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes, sir. That's it. Thank you.
Items with county clerk.
Okay, in your book, you have the budget review for January, for the revenues is $1,618,830.68. Expenditures, $2,678,908.94. Several departments are currently over budget. The most significant variances are outlined in the information I provided y'all. A lot of the overages that are due to like the annual expenditures due the first of the year. But financial administration is 3.13%. Annual expenses for programming, software, and maintenance. Annual expense for membership dues and subscriptions, and countywide health insurance claims. District attorney, 1.06%. Salaries, VICA, and retirement. State court, 5.43%. Building repairs and maintenance, and that was a payment to parish due to the courthouse fire, and then annual education and training for the state court judge. Magistrate court, 1.47%. Salaries, VICA, and retirement. Probate court, 1.54%. Annual expense for education and training. Sheriff, 0.36%. Annual membership dues and subscriptions. Probation, 2.08%, and that was clerk of court fines. Now, we won't have probation for the clerk of court fines anymore. That was part of December, us having to pay out for the month of December. EMS, 1.90%. Office supplies, they had to order a bunch of print cartridges and paper. E911, 0.62%. Salaries, VICA, retirement, and overtime. Animal control, 9.07%. Annual payment to the city of Jessup. Wayne Service Center, 39.95%. That was building repairs and maintenance. They had some issues with kitchen sinks backing up and the bathrooms backing up, so they had to run a new water line to the backflows leaking. Building inspection, 1.08%, was postage for the one-time business license bills going out. Economic development, 16.71%. Quarterly dues for Heart of Georgia RDC. And then the overall financial summary, county revenues were 3.25% less than budgeted, and county expenditures were 0.76% under budget. And then the fund balances as of February the 28th, 2026, general fund, $7,707,091.97. Lost treasury, $8,738,947.67. Restricted accounts, SPLOST 4, $4,269,903.51. T-SPLOST, $7,272,181. American Rescue Plan, $1,380,205.53. Revolving Loan Fund, $25,965.84. And SPLOST 5, $2,594,315.29. And then the SPLOST 5 Construction Fund balance as of 1/31 is $15,950,121.40. And then also was in your book was the January 911 stats for y'all's information. And that's all I have, Chairman.
Thank you. Commissioner Thomas,
Yes, sir.
you have anything?
I want to continue to commend our county road department. And question, did you ever get a hold of Mr. Sykes?
No. Oh, well, yes, I spoke to Mr. Sykes,
Did he address that issue?
partially. He's basically told me they would make it right, and they would come back with a plan. I have not heard from him since, and that's been since I think it was the week after we met last, so it's been several weeks since I talked to him. I haven't heard nothing back.
Text him again and tell him that we're very adamant about just getting that out the way.
Yes, sir.
And I believe he'll do something about it
Yes, sir.
since he's running for public office.
No. We do have voters.
I'll leave that alone. Mr. Administrator, it looks good over there. Where we gonna put some concrete on it?
Well, we're getting close. We had, this past week, as a matter of fact, we had a little bit of issues with the plumber where he reached out and, what we need right now is just the rough end plumbing done so our concrete crew that y'all approved can come in and do the concrete work. They're ready to move. The issue was his price. He priced it and didn't want to separate out rough end. He wants the whole package. Myself and our maintenance director, Kirk Evans, agreed that his whole package price was extremely high. And so what we've done is we've placed bids out for the rough end plumbing. If they don't come back quickly, then at that point, Mr. Evans is just going to handle it himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's where we're at. I mean, the metal's supposed to be on the ground by the end of March, end of this month. So as soon as, we hope to have that concrete done before then, and the plumbing, rough end plumbing.
Well, those are ladies down there who raised me. I have to make a report every month.
Yes, sir, I understand.
A few of them had beaten me when I was younger, so I'm scared.
Well, I actually called Mr. Evans on Thursday, our maintenance director, and I said, let me tell you something. I said, Coach Thomas is going to ask me this in a meeting. I said, what is our status? So.
Hey, thank you so much for what you're doing. Last thing is that I had a couple issues over there at the bottom of the center. I think it had some holes in there. I think you will get police to address that.
They have, yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good enough.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Frank?
I'm good. I'm glad, I'm happy. Yeah.
Write that down.
Okay.
Commissioner McCrary?
I'm good.
You're good. I'm good as well. Can I make a motion that we adjourn to executive session for personnel?
Okay.
And I'll second it.
Mr. Chairman, before we go, Mr. Chairman on the phone over there, he sounds awful strong on the phone. That'll be sick. Is he sitting next to Grandpa's jug?
I think he's fishing.
Tell him I'm on my way to give Boot a hug.
All right, Commissioner Franks,
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon,
Yes.
Commissioner McCrary,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
back to a regular meeting.
I so move, Mr. Chairman.
I'll second it.
Commissioner Gordon?
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Franks?
Yes.
Executive session, there was no decisions made. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. I guess I'll go back out.